Hello there, everybody. Thank you so much for stopping by for your daily Reiki micro session. This is called a micro session because it is only 5 minutes long. A normal session, at least a normal session with me, is an hour. And so that's why it's a micro session. It's tiny. It's just enough to give you a taste, a tease, just to tempt you, just to let you know a little tiny bit of what maybe Reiki could do for you in a private session. So we're going to do 5 minutes of Reiki. After that, we'll do 5 minutes of questions where you can ask me about Reiki. You can ask me about psychic stuff. You can ask me about medium stuff. You can ask me my favorite color. I don't care. Or you can ask me about something that you want me to read about. You can ask one question like that if you like. So we're going to start with the Reiki, and then we'll move into the questions. For the Reiki, we're going to do 5 minutes. I am setting the intention for that it will benefit you in whatever way will benefit you the most for your highest and best good as an individual. If you have something more specific that you would like the Reiki to focus on, feel free to assign that intention. And the other thing you need to know is that if you are watching this after the live recording is over, you can still receive benefit from the Reiki energy because Reiki is energy and it's not limited by time or by space. So let's just get this Reiki started, shall we? All right, so we're starting the Reiki at 24 after the hour. That means we'll finish it up at 29 after the hour. Hello there, Diane. Welcome back. Glad to see you here, my dear. Thank you for your support with my uncle. I appreciate that. Alicia, hello, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. I'm doing good. I am doing good. I know that whenever things happen, that he's ready. He's ready and expectant. In fact, he's chomping at the bit, which that makes things a lot easier for me because I know that he'll be fine with it. Let's see, 4 more minutes of Reiki. Thank you for checking in on me, though. He's actually, to tell you the truth, he's frustrated that it's not happening more quickly. But with the whole transition part, he's at peace. He's ready. I'm a little concerned because he doesn't have spirits coming to call him over yet. I think he may be ready way before anybody's ready for him. That's the only piece I'm not quite sure what to do with. Miss Lady J. Glad to see you here, my dear. Solar plexus, do you know what that has to do with, what that influences? Shakoya, hello, hello, welcome. Glad you're here, my dear. How's your mom doing, Shakoya? Well, all the chakras are points of spiritual power, but they all influence different parts of how we interact with the physical world. So, well, most of them are the physical world. So, for the solar plexus, that has to do with how you express yourself in the world. So, not only like creative projects and creativity in general, but also how do you carry yourself? What kind of posture do you have when you walk? Do you look down at the ground or are you looking up in people's eyes? What kind of clothes do you wear? What kind of personal hygiene do you have? What kind of job do you work? What kind of vehicle do you drive? What kind of home do you keep? What does your handwriting look like? All of these things that express ourselves to the world, those are influenced by that solar plexus, along with creative projects. She's got a heavy load. It sounds like she's keeping a pretty good attitude, though, and that's the most important thing. Yay! So it totally makes sense where you're getting this then. I am feeling really good, thank you. Yes, ma'am. We have 1 more minute of Reiki here. So what kind of punk rock, folk, jazz, blues? That's what it felt like. I like listening to that stuff. I have moods on my music. I like ragtime too. Jazz James video. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hang on a second. Where's my pen? So I know I won't remember if I try to, so. J-A-Z James video. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, the 70s is my favorite generation of music. Fleetwood Mac, Stevie Nicks, Lindsey Buckingham. Amazing. Okay, so we're wrapping up the Reiki while we talk about music, music, music. All right, so now it's time to transition into our question period. I'm going to set my timer. Meanwhile, you guys throw me your questions, and I'll answer as many questions as I can within the 5 minutes before the timer goes off. Let's rock it, guys. What do you have? What do you have? These can be questions about psychic stuff, about Reiki stuff, or if you want me to read for you, I'll be happy to do that too, just not medium reading. COD from Miss Shakoya Wilkins. La da 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 la da da da. Shakoya Wilkins, COD. This is a card of the day. This is going to be something that happened within the last 24 hours or will happen within the next 24 hours. That's why it's a card of the day. It's also something that Sacred Spirit would like you to be more aware of than what you would be without this coming up. This just tells me that you're waiting on some kind of communication from somebody else. This is a card that says you're going to have to be patient. You won't have a choice, Shakoya. Isn't that funny? We have a waiting card come up before our question from Ms. Lady J. Is David going to call Ms. Lady J this week? Is he? La da 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 da. You're quite welcome, Shakoya. No. Short answer is no, but I was getting a nudge that that's not the best question we could ask. Is Mr. David going to be contacting Miss Lady J this week? La da da, la da da, la da 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 da. Will he be reaching out to Miss Lady J this week? Bum ba-dum bum bum bum. Well, darn, it's still a no. So no calls, no texts, no emails. Not this week. La da da, la da da. So sorry, my dear. Who else has a question? Doesn't have to be reading stuff. If you guys are curious about something about me, I'm pretty much an open book. If there's something I don't think you need to know, I'll just say Nanya. Alicia, COD. Quite welcome, Ms. Lady J. Alicia. You have the stoat. This just means that you are finding your own self-esteem again, getting your own self-confidence back, starting to do some of those things that make you happy. I like to see that. Like to see that. That was Alicia. Next up, we have Ms. Diane. I don't know why I always want to say that name like Roxanne out of that old song. But I do. I can't help it. I can't stop it. It just comes out before I think about it. La da da da, la da da da, la da 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 da. Diane, you've got so much stuff on your mind right now. Can't even stop shuffling for you yet. Breathe a little bit. Just breathe, baby. Okay, Diane, here we go. Four of Vessels in reverse. This tells me that right now your life is anything but boring. There's lots of interesting things going on. Could be lots of drama. Drama, mama. That's what I'm thinking. Kind of got that hint on that, the way I had to shuffle for forever. That usually says there's a lot on your mind, which usually means drama, mama. Anybody else have a question? Right? Sometimes you got to step away from it. I have a trick that somebody taught me a long time ago whenever looking at drama situations, deciding if they're drama or not. He would say, is this going to matter in 2 hours? And then he would say, is this going to matter in 2 days? And then he would say, is this going to matter in 2 weeks? And then he'd say, is this going to matter in 2 months? Is this going to matter in 2 years? Are you even going to remember it in 2 years? Because sometimes we get sucked into that drama and we react to it in such a big way, like it's the end of the world. And really, it's just somebody doing their same old BS all over again, just like they always do. It's important to set our priorities in life. All right, so that's my timer. Time for me to take off. Everybody, you have a fantastic, wonderful, peaceful, thrilling day. And if I don't see you here for a private reading or a private Reiki session before then I'll see you guys back on the next video. Peace out.